Hey everyone, 66 here with Andy. Today we're doing the Botanical Collection Succulents. It says 1 to 3. There's only two of us, but I think the two of us can knock it out. Now, Andy, tell us why we picked the succulents specifically.
So I have been absolutely obsessed with cacti. Growing up in Arizona, it just feels like home to me. And now, where I'm currently living, it's definitely not the best right anymore. So this lets me bring a little bit of my past to have some fun with 626.
And we're going to add it to the cacti that we are actually managing to grow in our own little garden inside.
Yes, it is the first set of plants that I managed to not kill yet. Um, I have kept those cacti alive since Mother's Day 3 years ago. Um, so I would say it's really successful. But aside from the cacti, 626 also it has a really awesome green thumb.
Yeah, so we've been growing the cacti pretty successfully in the room, and I think these are going to make a nice addition to them because these don't actually need water, and if they get wet, you know, Lego doesn't mind getting a little bit wet. I've never had an issue with it growing mold. It's just very good product.
And something else we really enjoyed about this set, in the image you can see that all of the succulents and cacti are actually bunched. But what's really cool about this particular set is you can have all of them independent too. So each of these things we're building, they're each individual plots. So that's something really cool too, so we can incorporate it into the garden we have.
Yeah, they're really nice if you're absolutely terrible at keeping things alive, but you want to have something that looks like a flower. You know, some people will do fake flowers, but I think if you're really into Lego, then why not do Lego flowers?
And Lego also, so they have a whole botanical collection. So if cacti aren't your thing, totally okay. It would not be offensive, obviously. They actually have a lot of great collections, like a wildflower collection that's actually on our wish list of one of the ones we want to do next. The very first set that actually got our channel going was 626 had made me a, um, a set of sunflowers as a surprise while I was out of town, so it was a very, very sweet homecoming surprise.
Yeah, I don't really care for the trend of growing flowers just to cut them up and let them die slowly on your table, so I'm unfortunately not getting her flowers as much as she would like. But this, I think, is a nice way to get her some flowers, and they're not going to die in a week.
And now I can never say that he never bought me flowers. And honestly, these were so much better because they cost as much as normal fresh cut flowers, but obviously they're not gonna die on you. So they really, if you take care of them, are gonna last you a lifetime. I got the base of that brick laid out
Oh, I'm
like
way
a
ahead
little
of you.
plot. Oh well. Ooh, okay. I saw one of those.
Right now, I got little flowers that or not little flowers, little leaves that I'm putting in each corner. And I love this one because it's so symmetrical. Everything I've done so far, and it has just been perfectly symmetrical.
Oh, very satisfying.
Indeed.
And we actually used those leaves in a couple of the recent builds we just did this last week. It went into Lego's exotic peacock build, the 3-in-1.
tail feathers.
Yes, and I also that went into the bird's nest as well. Um, and I think the animal picnic one too.
A lot of the pieces are definitely used quite often, and that is one of the more decorative pieces. And I like it. I like when they have extras of these because we can use them with our other projects.
Now this one, I didn't cheat and look at his book, but it actually looks like, I mean, it's pretty easy. It's literally an orange linen set, but that little one popping out, it's gonna have a few pieces popping up.
Yeah, that's going to be the first one that I'm doing. We're each doing 3 to start off with, and then whoever finishes first will start, and then we'll help each other find the pieces and put them in the right place. Probably one person will find pieces and the other one will snap them in. That way we're not getting in each other's way.
Yeah, because these bags did come with a large bag and a couple of small ones, but the small ones were definitely pretty hefty and pretty mixed up. So that'll take a little bit of time of working through to find it.
It really helps. A lot of our videos will lay out all of the pieces just because it looks a lot nicer. But right now, we've got trays and I've got the pieces separated. Each bag has its own tray. We got a lot of the bigger pieces in one tray and the smaller pieces are separated between 2 other trays. Makes it a lot easier than just dumping everything in a big pile and digging through it. But hey, however you want to do it, as long as you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, and you know, we haven't had a set yet that we really didn't enjoy. I think my favorite one thus far is a split between a space shuttle that we don't even have listed yet, as well as a shark, which was pretty darn cool.
Yeah, the shark one was definitely one of my favorites that you've done. Yeah, the space shuttle, we haven't even put that video together yet, but that one will be up within a couple days. Okay, so we're putting these on, and it looks like they're actually snapping into that circle inside, which is really neat because then they're going to be able to open up the flower or close it.
I'm really at my first piece where I have to dig a little bit to get to it.
Oh no.
That is totally okay. 626 definitely has a lot more practice than I do with Lego sets. I actually was deprived as a kid, and the first set I ever made in my whole life was just a couple weeks ago. And, you know, I was so intense about it, but now doing them a few times, they're so relaxing and so much fun.
Yeah, I never really got to do sets as a kid. I was always the kid that had the big unsorted box that your mom got from a garage sale that had pennies and Q-tips and toothpicks mixed in. So sorting through Legos was always fun until you cleaned all those out, but now that we're older and we can do things like this, we're really liking these sets right now and building off of the sets.
And to be fair, I did have Legos growing up. It just, my imagination with them was lacking, so I didn't really come up with my own designs. It was just the pre-made sets wasn't something that we really had in my family. But you're right, the sets, I don't think we've had a single one of them disappoint us so far.
Now, it can be argued that some of them will be a little tedious,
Yeah.
but
Especially when the booklet isn't very clear where a specific piece goes, and going halfway through a step realizing you put it in the wrong spot. And you don't realize until you go to put the next piece on, and you gotta backtrack all of it. AKA the animal picnic.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta backtrack sometimes. It happens.
But that one was so cool because, one, doing Legos, you get to act like a kid again, which is fantastic. But two, that set had hidden Easter eggs in it. Um, that it was so exciting to find those little pieces together as we were making this set.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that the Easter set only came with the 2 eggs, and it was a very small set. I would really like to see Lego do more larger sets for holiday stuff.
And some of the staff members did let me know for the holidays they really only release 1 or 2 sets, but you're right, these sets were really small sets, so it'd be nice having a set this size or the 3-in-1 castle or the pirate ship that you just picked up.
Oh yeah, those are coming soon, those really big sets. But those are in fact so large, we'll probably be splitting them into several videos. Just depends on how the build goes. I would like to see those really large sets with like an Easter set. The only Easter sets we had this year was the one that we have the video that we put up. And there was one that was supposedly an Easter set, the hedgehog one.
Yeah, the hedgehog tea party thing.
Which we had passed on because we hadn't really considered it very Eastery.
Now, when Halloween comes around, like fall, Thanksgiving, Halloween.
We're probably going to get all of those sets.
Oh, yeah. Halloween is my favorite holiday, so you know I'm going to go really big on it, especially because Lego has the Disney Lego sets. So I think it'd be really exciting to see if they did like a Nightmare Before Christmas kind of vibe. Whoop! One piece.
First piece down.
Oh, the little brown pet came off with it. It's kind of cool.
Oh, that looks really nice.
Thank
I like
you.
those little petals. I think I'm currently
like
building
little
a stem of some sort.
Ooh, okay. Oh, you already finished the first one?
Yes!
Holy
yes.
guacamole. Yeah, isn't that so cool, guys? Definitely a pro. Now, I would assume these little red pegs would be if you didn't want to connect them.
I think that's what those are for, yes. Because I have
Oh, I got one
4
too.
of them in here, which would be the normal. It gives you an extra one of the weird piece, which is, it's not that unique, but it is nice to have an extra one of these.
Second piece down.
Nope, it actually landed in my lap.
It
Magically.
half down.
I'll accept that.
Okay. Not all the way to the floor, but it was off the Lego table. Ooh. Okay, so those could have passed as little flowers. It's red pegs, but they have me sticking in at the bottom of it, so you can't even see them.
Yeah, a lot of the Lego builds do that. They'll have you build some intricate thing and then they'll hide it. And it's like, why did I do that?
Ooh, but with the space shuttle one, that one is super cool because...
That was a nice surprise for you.
So, that one, they had the satellite. It appeared to be you had to put it down into the inside of the ship. You don't. You temporarily set it down and it hangs out. But it's really awesome because the sides of the shuttle close up with the satellite inside, or you can have the pole standing up with it. And it was really, really cool.
I tried to jump ship. That's what I get for trying to grab too many pieces at once. It tried to roll right down. We'll do that one, and then we'll find the next 3.
They look like little mini boats on this one. Like
Yeah.
the little bath toys we have for babes.
I think those petals, to me, look like Robin Hood's cap.
Yes. Okay. I have not seen that movie in so many years.
So we need... This is a very interesting piece. Almost looks like a Technic.
Now, the Technic is one of the few Lego sets you don't do, right?
Not a big fan of those, no. I mean, I probably will eventually play around with them when we run out of other sets to do, but... Yeah.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh,
Got
I
a
see.
big piece. Okay.
Just go up like that. And then this goes right on top of here. Very nice. And the top is going to be one of these on top of a little green peg.
I'm being silly. Which way
Stuck
do you
on there.
go? Should
Which
be
way
like
do
this.
you go?
Like this. I was being silly. I was doing it reverse of what the manual was very obviously trying to show me. But it's fine.
Okay, and then we have some weird... What is this
Ooh,
thing?
okay. So this little black peg is gonna go in like that, right? And do a little flip.
This one's squishy.
Squishy.
Feel that piece. It's a squishy Lego.
Ah. Lego dude, Lego dude.
Sorry,
It's okay.
I distracted you.
You are all good. Oh, this doesn't really push in. It just kind of sits on top.
And they have little facts printed in the manual with it, within the...
Oh, that's
Did you notice
so
that?
cool.
It's such tiny print, I almost didn't notice it. I'm like, what is that?
Now, with yours, did it just set right on top? Like right in it, like that?
No, mine was a little different. It had a piece that they all connected into, but yours might be...
Because mine has little connection.
It looks like it just sits on it.
It looks like the image, guys.
Did you feel that, though?
Oh,
It's
no.
soft.
Whoa.
It's a squishy Lego.
Whoa, it's almost like, not quite silicone. It's almost like a matte silicone kind of feel.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's trippy.
That is not how Legos normally feel.
Okay, so definitely don't be flipping these upside down. Not all of them are secure into the planters. But first one done. So, fun fact out of this build, there are approximately 10,000 types of succulents that you can grow. The fun Lego succulents are a great way to start the collection.
That is a great way to start, and then you get to the real ones.
Now, I wonder if I completely ignored it at the beginning if they have the actual names for these types of succulents.
Possibly. So mine says that it is an aloe plant, and the fact that I have is Cleopatra applied aloe plant gel to her body as part of her beauty regimen.
And so that's actually a really great benefit of the aloe. So it's a plant that's commonly grown in Arizona. And so what they do a lot of the times is if you get a really bad sunburn from being outside all day or like going to the lake, right? You get home and typically with a mature aloe vera plant, you would take the leaf and you would trim it and you would cut open the leaf and it has the aloe gel in it. And so you rub it onto the sunburn and it has that cooling effect to it. So it takes away the pain of the sunburn. And then I feel like it definitely helped them heal so much faster, especially because you aren't sitting scratching it constantly.
Yeah, it's one of the things that I had learned in my history book recently is that the natives that lived in the desert actually had been using aloe for thousands of years before we even showed up here.
And honestly, they grow so easily if you take basic care of them. Honestly, um,
It's one of the few plants that my mom could not kill.
yeah.
Everything else that she tried to grow in her garden would just die, but the aloe plant, no matter what she would do to that thing, she could not kill it.
I feel like my mom had tried uh, taking our aloe plant out a couple of times and didn't get quite all the roots out of the ground, so it just bounced back
Yeah.
because they're really, really hardy plants.
Yeah, I come from Florida. She knows that, but we have the aloe plant grows very well in Florida as well.
Um, Now, I wish we would have thought to actually showcase our little cactus garden, at least a couple pieces
We
we
can,
have.
at the end of the video, we'll take some snapshots of the garden mixed in with our cacti.
Oh, a fun part with the garden too. So after they grew quite a bit, we started trying to propagate the little babies off of them and repotted
Yeah,
them.
we got a whole bunch of little cacti now, little clones of the same original plant.
Now, proof of them being super hardy is I might have accidentally forgot about the baby aloe vera, but they have managed, even with my neglect, they have still managed to stay alive.
Indeed.
So, if you can have any plant in your garden, what would it be?
My garden?
Let's do. We know you grow vegetables as well as the
So
flowers, so
something
one
that I
of
am
each.
not already growing.
Well, it could be the favorite, but like one in each category.
So for herbs, my go-to I want to have all the time is basil.
Oh gosh.
Basil is fresh basil. It goes bad if you buy it from the store in bags. It goes bad almost instantly. But if you grow it in your own garden, you have it depending on what your growing season is where you live. You can have it the entire growing season almost if you plant it right and have it growing, because even a tiny leaf can be used. The bigger ones are better, but you can still use a small one.
Um.
So basil, definitely 100%. Vegetable, green onion. Without a
Oh.
doubt,
Oh.
green onion. They grow super fast. You can take the stems that you buy from the grocery store and just plant those and have infinite green onion.
Well, I don't want to be sounding silly, but would green onion be a vegetable, or would I be considering an herb as well?
I would call it green onion a vegetable for sure.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, the green onion. So, a couple of years back, we had bought green onion from the grocery store, and we accidentally forgot about it, right? Because Andi has a very bad habit of letting fresh produce die in the fridge. But we had it, and it was still growing roots off of it. So we were like, okay, you know what? For fun, let's go ahead and grow it, see how it does.
It did not die in the fridge, in fact. In fact, it grew stronger. Because that plant gave us so much green onion for the next 4 or 5 months after that.
Well, also, it wasn't just that one year. We have had, because that winter we actually kept it indoors with grow lights. So that plant has lasted us almost 3 years
It
now.
it it did die this year, this winter.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, we didn't have the ability to keep it in the house, so it finally did go, but we were gonna go ahead and, like I said, get some more at the grocery store. Costs $1 for a bunch. We'll
And
plant that after we cut off the part that we're gonna eat, and then it grows really, really quick. You don't even have to. I think I've seen people plant green onion in a jar of water that they put, plant food in, and they put it on their windowsill, and they just grow green onion out of that jar and just cut a little bit off for their meal every couple days.
and you can cut actually any length of it up until about, I want to say, a quarter of an inch from the white portion of it.
Yeah, you can cut the green off and just leave the white alone, and then every couple days it'll have more green.
And a fun trick with it too, when you do harvest it, we found that you want to turn it upside down really fast. And it actually keeps a lot of the juices inside of it that add so much flavor.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Those juices will drip right onto your hand.
Mm.
Ooh, that was a satisfying snap.
Yeah, it was.
I better put these on first.
But yeah, the green onion, when we do have it, we put it. Well, okay, I say we. I do not cook, but he is amazing, 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 and he'll put it in just about every single dish, and it's so delicious. Ooh, ooh, ready?
It goes with so much stuff,
I got a little top. Oh,
and just a little bit can add a whole ton of flavor. And I mean, who doesn't need more veggies?
so good. Uh, Especially with the baked potatoes and the air fryer, um, with just a little bit of oil and then actually core salt on the outside of it, toss it in the air fryer, and bake a couple of times, and then some sour cream. I like Colby Jack shredded cheese, and then some of the green onions on top.
Mm. All this talk about food is now making me hungry.
Yeah.
I like this. It's a little Lego top.
Okay, I was spinning mine too, but it doesn't have as much surface area.
Do you want to spin mine?
Yes, please.
Nice.
It's a disco.
Beautiful spin.
Thank you. I actually am making my own little top pieces. If I follow instructions. Here we go.
This is the part where they don't tell you how to put this on. They just assume that you can figure it out. Okay, well.
Yeah. Hey, it's like the IKEA furniture.
Yeah, right.
You have the images, and then they say, okay.
You got this, right?
Like, good luck.
Ooh.
We actually had just bought some metal shelves off of Amazon, really, really nice storage shelves. And they actually did pretty good at having written and illustration for the instructions.
Oh yeah, those shelves.
Yeah.
The ones that we still got to put one more up.
Oh, what happened? I thought that did get put up.
No.
Oopsies.
No, we got to put that together.
Yeah, I wasn't even in town when we got the set. I had wanted to surprise him and then accidentally bought two of the same shelving units. But honestly, once it is put together, it's given us quite a lot of storage in the garage.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so I got the inner piece, which kind of reminds me of the Atlantis movie. The little statue people that like float up, right? I'm probably sounding crazy.
Which Atlantis movie now?
Um,
The first one?
the animated First Atlantis movie. Um, yeah, the little Guardian statues that.
Oh, okay. You're talking about the statues that form the perimeter around Atlantis.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, but
yeah,
underground when they
yeah.
first activate them.
Yeah, I don't understand how it, like, they travel underground for like 10 miles, but then all of a sudden, magically, Atlantis is like only like 10 feet away from the surface or something. You know,
Disney magic.
yeah, I guess. You shouldn't try to put logic to a Disney movie.
I mean, how large do you think those statues were? Because if they're big enough, then yeah, they would get to the surface pretty fast.
Well, Atlantis is also one of those things where sometimes it's shown as just a tiny little thing is left, and then sometimes it's like when they're flying through it, it takes him like a whole 3-minute scene of him just flying through the thing.
Well, they never describe, like, they never explain how fast those machines were. So
That's
yes,
true.
they were technologically advanced, but what if they only go like 10 miles per hour, like the little
Like
mopeds?
a little motor scooter, yeah. And it would look really fast to somebody who is standing still or walking along. And like their only mode of transportation is walking. Something like that would look really, really fast. Like a bicycle looks really fast to somebody who has never seen a car.
Making my way to walking fast faces. Oh, sorry.
Got a lot of these little pedal things. It's just like when I made the sunflower. It's just a lot of repetition.
Oh, I love that shade though.
Mm.
I'm picking out 12 of these little tiny pieces. So,
Oh.
because I was jumping ahead only looking at the image and not of what I needed to make. Silly Andi, but
Let's see.
it's my competitive side where I feel like I gotta keep up with 626. But, being newer to it, go at your own pace.
Yeah.
Because the point really is to enjoy the process of it.
Yeah. And I am going to slow down and let you catch up because oh, hang on. I was about to say I'm done, but foot in my mouth, I'm not done yet. I thought, man, I have way too many pieces to be done yet, but this set is going to come with a lot of extra pieces. Unless these are for some set that we haven't opened yet, but that doesn't normally happen. So.
Those were the pieces that you needed in white for the raven you just made.
And guess what? I didn't get any extras of those.
Oh, boo.
But yeah, I wanted a couple of white ones of these because these also make good beaks. They make good feet for making guys. They make like good shoulder pads.
They just used them as the wings on the bird's nest, the little babies. They wrote the little wings on it,
Yeah,
which were super
wings
cute.
they do because they can like that little piece because it's a one piece. It can rotate a little bit. Any of the Lego blocks that are just one block, even if it's a square edge like this, they can rotate just a little bit. And if it's on not on a edge like that, and it's on an edge like this, they can rotate quite a bit. So they work really well as wings. Or feet. Or arms. Or in this case, they're working as little petals on a flower so that they can turn.
Ooh. Well, I did, as Bob Ross likes to say, a happy accident. Didn't put it the right way, but that looks like it could be a really cool leaf on a different design.
Oh yeah.
So
I like doing my own designs. I just need to get a bigger collection.
yeah, you also have a really amazing imagination too.
Well, thank you.
There you go. Ooh, they spin. This is why I'm not as fast as them. I get distracted by spinning pieces. I don't know if that came out very well.
Probably not on this camera.
Spinny, 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 spinny. Yeah. Oh, all you see is the neon green on it.
The shiny bit.
Well, we like shiny.
Yeah.
We should put, didn't I put those upside down? Indeed I did.
It's possible.
Well,
I'm gonna have to.
It's me not paying attention to the photo. I most definitely put those bits up, these upside down. They do fit in the hole, but you gotta flip them for this design, because that's what's gonna stick to the stem itself.
There we go. Getting that to connect without disconnecting everything else was the hard part. So it's telling me to put a little thing in here, but if I do that, then it's just going to be sticking out. So I think what it actually means is it to be in the back here, so that when I plug this into here.
Ooh, yeah, because they should be top, middle, bottom, right?
Yeah, and I got another one here that I can put right here.
Ooh.
Perfect.
Well, this one is set if you want to connect it with yours, or if we want to keep it how the design is.
Do you want to do it how the design is? Is that all this one was?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, that's the Robin Hood hat one. Oh, and it comes off.
Yeah, it's not actually connected in it. Ooh. We're not going to tell you guys what it is. There'll be, maybe we can make a game out of it. Is if they can guess what we would put in it.
It's got to be something really small. That's for sure.
Maybe from one of the recent sets we did.
Or maybe we can take one of the decorations from the wall and hide one of the decorations in there.
Ooh, from the build wall.
They can either guess by figuring which one's small enough or by paying attention to which one might just go disappearing.
Now, will be tricky on you guys because those little pieces, the guys like to come alive and switch positions.
Yeah, they like to move around a little bit, you know.
Like the alien was being a bit mischievous, you'll see in the upcoming video.
Yeah. Can't trust them aliens.
Check that out.
Ooh, I like that one. I like how they use the little rounded things to make like little flower petals.
Kind of cool, right? And it just flows so well. Oh, and this one isn't done, guys. There is still more to it, too. I thought it was going to be just that tiny thing, but it comes with these big old petals.
Ooh, those are very nice. Although it does kind of cover the other stuff, huh?
It does. So these do have purple connections that need to go on those little pieces. So right now it's only 4 of them, but I have 8 petals total. So, you know, from us talking about food a couple minutes ago, my mind instantly thought that was a bag of, like, crackers.
You thought I got a snack?
Yeah. I was gonna say, hey, wanna share?
Yeah, we'll definitely have to get something to eat.
You wanna know a funny fact about Andi from my early college days?
Did it start?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, hi. So, back when I was about college age, the first go around, and, you know, we would do hangouts with buddies, and occasionally I would partake in alcohol. But my go-to late night snack was always mac and cheese. That was my jam back then.
Well, I think I know what we are going to be eating in about 45 minutes.
Now, to be fair, we have not been drinking.
No, but mac and cheese sounds absolutely wonderful.
Oh, these move. Private Select
Ooh.
has really delicious, like decadent flavors. Our favorite has probably been the Wisconsin one.
Yeah, the 4 cheese.
Yeah. We actually
Cheese.
love all of them. Can't so much do the spicy one, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But the Wisconsin, the Vermont white cheddar, I really say.
Ooh, yeah, that one's good too. I make my own macaroni and cheese, but I'm not going to make my own macaroni and cheese at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it's a little time consuming. Um, but getting the fresh cheeses on closeout. You know, does Lego do food sets?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they have some kind of food kitchen stuff. Maybe the Lego City stuff.
Because I know, like you have the mini pizza set, but wouldn't it be so fun if, as like a special representation of how we met, um, doing like
A
an
Lego
actual
pizza.
yes.
Well, if we got a couple of those oval pieces, like the half circles, and put them together, we can make a couple pizzas.
Okay.
I think that's something that we could easily design ourselves.
That'd be super cool. Oh, okay. Andi is struggling with this one. Okay. Excuse the noises.
So egg.
You got an egg.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh. I would love if they have a couple extra of
Oh.
these. This little flower that fits inside of a peg. So you could add this to so many different things.
That would also fit on those,
Not this one though. Oopsie.
those would go on the little tiny tree branches from the animal picnic.
Ooh,
Because
it also
they
fits
have
a
really
normal
fun.
peg hole.
Oh, that's pretty. Ooh.
Wonderful.
Right. See if these have to close to connect. This one is tricky getting it. Ooh.
Getting that last piece in is always tricky because you're knocking the other pieces loose.
But then checking out. Oh. Okay. Now let's check it out. It's almost like tulipy kind of vibes, and when it opens
A
up.
lot of these do open up. I really like that. So you can, like at night, you can set them closed, and then during the day you can open them up
Yeah.
for a little bit of homemade realism.
Oh, and this one isn't done. Wow. Wait. Oh, sweet. They added a second layer, but had skipped me grabbing a new stick.
Right.
Right?
Oops.
Well, no, I'm trying to see because this is a new set of petals, right?
Is that what you have in
So.
your bin over there?
Oh, is Andi paying attention? Do I need to put this? Yep, okay. Andi is totally paying attention. So, tricky. This piece has to go upside down, and then this little brown notch, I actually have it on upside down. So, it needs to be able to go over that gray ring on it.
Tricky.
Yes, and that just shifted everything down a little bit, right? And then we're gonna grab some of the green connector pieces. They always make me think of little robot arms.
Yeah, I am starting to feel quite greedy with this, speeding ahead of you and taking over the last one.
You're doing fine. Which ones are in the last set?
Well, I have done the little cacti, which was the one in the middle, and then we have the big grape one is the next one, and then this is the last one here.
So,
This big red flower.
if you wanted to do the grape one, we can work on the big red one together.
Okay.
If you want us to. Because, yeah, I haven't even finished two, but I'm definitely, um,
You're talking a lot more than I am.
I got a little used to us setting up the way that we do, which definitely helps me with this a lot.
For me, what helps me is keeping everything in the tray like it is, but grabbing the pieces that I need at that moment for that step and setting them on the table. Setting them all up is nice, it's visually appealing, but to me, I put a lot more effort into setting them all up nicely on the table than I get out of setting them all up.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's got those little peg pieces now. So, the petals, if I put them in the right direction, so the thinner side facing up at the moment. Okay. I quit my peg.
I'm
Okay.
noticing a common theme with a lot of these is definitely these ones with the notches and then the corner with the single, and then the notches and then the single.
Uh-huh.
You could easily replicate this and build onto these with these pieces, because these pieces aren't that uncommon actually. I'm pretty sure in that one multi-set that we do have, there might have been a couple of them.
Those are really similar to the castle build you did too, right?
Yeah, there's actually a lot of the mechanical pieces that have the rods that go in them will include these. So I think I would very easily be able to recreate this with some of the spare pieces that we have. The only difficult part I think would be this plate itself, but you could recreate this plate with several of the smaller plates and you wouldn't even really know the difference.
I actually saw those large tray plates in like the space set too.
In the space set. Yeah.
Annie, it's blooming.
Very nice.
Mm.
Oop, careful.
Didn't bloom exactly how I imagined, but it looks pretty close. Nice. There is a cactus my mom used to have. We always called it the moon cactus because it only blooms once or twice a year, and only on full moons. It's so cool. Where do you want this one hanging out?
Well, I had just been putting them the way the picture has it.
Oh, okay. So the picture has it. So it kind of the packet. Oh, so I see.
I see. Undo this one. Okay. Plug in here.
So.
And then this.
Fun fact about that one we just did. That was the lavender echeveria. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that correctly.
Guevara?
Echeveria. But the lavender varieties of, I'm going to call it echeveria. You get the point. They have some fun names like Afterglow and Cubic Frost. What would you name yours? You know, I have an instinct name, but I don't think I should go off the instinct.
What are you naming?
The Succulent. So they,
If you
yeah,
found that succulent, what would you name it? Is what they're asking.
yeah.
I would call it the something was shielded. The shielded leaf or something. Or the shielded stem, because these look like big metal shields.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that. If you hear me randomly yell a name out, you know why.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh man, overboard.
oh no. Okay, by your, yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know what I would name that. If you guys have, um, any thoughts of what we should name it?
Yeah, what would a good name for that purple, big petaled flower be? I think that's why most things end up just being named after the person who found it, because they discover something and then they're so excited about the discovery, and then everyone's like, well, what are you going to name it? And they're like, I don't know. My name. Just put my name in front of it and then add a couple other syllables to mean sciencey things, and then we're done.
How lame would, like, Shields of Moonlight be? Was that one of the names they gave?
It was shields in the name.
It was not. It was Afterglow and Cubic Frost. So
Cubic
Shields.
frost?
Yes.
Cubic.
Yes.
So they could have gone with anything else, but they chose the opposite of the shape that it is, because that is very rounded and very not cubic. Scientists for you.
So opinions on
Sorry
Shields
if
of
anyone's
Moonlight.
a scientist. But you have to admit that's a ridiculous name, cubic, and it's the most circular one.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of stuck on my name. I need opinions.
I don't know. You gotta.
The Shields of Moonlight.
Yeah.
Would
Okay.
you? Yeah.
That's
No.
great. I told you
Too
it's
much
great.
pressure. Okay.
No. Too much pressure.
Ah.
Too much pressure.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. So this one I'm working on is actually a moonflower. It's one of the ones I have in our garden, only the top of mine is yellow instead of pink. It's such a pretty shape.
Oh, your succulent.
Yes. Oh, amazing.
Succulent.
So, fun fact of the moonflower. So, the cactus, similar to a barrel cactus on the bottom, the moon cactus on top, that's actually a parasitic cactus that it cannot survive unless it's connected to another living cactus. So they had created these little moon cacti, and it's just so cool.
Oh, I see what I did. This one
What'd you
doesn't
find?
go here yet.
Whoa, that's so fun.
First it needs one of these on top. Ah.
I love how this set is very vibrant colors, but it's also like not in your face bright colors. It's almost like pastel versions.
But there's still the vibrant colors that you would see in desert succulents and flowers. Because isn't the whole point of the vibrant colors because they want to attract something to help spread their seeds and stuff?
Yeah.
Or is it some of it's maybe to warn things away? I'm not sure.
Well, I mean the needles would definitely do that, but with these being succulents, um, they don't really have. This one does, but the rest of these succulents don't really have any thorns to act as self-defense.
Well, not all
Um,
thorns are for self-defense. Some thorns are, genetically engineered by the plant to help spread the seeds. So, like, the seeds will be attached at the base of the thorn or whatever it is that's designed to be picked up by the animal's fur as it's walking by.
oh, so it gets transported that way.
Yeah, because they have a better chance of survival if their seeds, their offspring, is spread further away from the plant itself.
That makes sense.
Because they won't be fighting their own children for resources like water and food, nutrients, and stuff from the soil.
And also, most cacti do have some form of flower, but there is one species of cactus that actually produces fruit, and it's the prickly pear cactus. It gets really bright, vibrant petals, and then it turns into a really beautiful, like a fuchsia kind of color. And the fruit's actually really delicious. You can pluck it right off the cactus. Um, but honestly, I would ask um, someone who knows a little bit more just to be safe. But from what I remember, they used to pluck them right off the cactus and just give them to us. We didn't even wash it way
Ugh.
back then.
Yeah. Do not eat random plants, cacti, flowers, anything that you find on the floor, ground, growing anywhere. Do not eat random stuff because you don't know if it's poisonous and it's not worth that chance. It's not worth the risk. Just don't eat it.
There is actually
Unless you're a professional. Sorry. Unless you're a professional who knows exactly what they're doing. Just don't touch. Just don't do it.
there is actually a plan outside my full-time job that it very closely. There is a wintry berry and I forgot the name of the other one, but the plants look almost identical, but one is poisonous, one is not. So perfect example. Don't like even if it looks really close to the safe option, just don't take the chance.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I said, unless you're a professional and you've studied and all of that stuff and you know what you're talking about, then by all means, don't let us tell you what to do.
And guard. Pew, pew.
Ah.
Ah, oh, it's a thick one.
Imagine if this was a lightsaber and just like all of those lasers came out at once.
Well, this doesn't add a whole bunch, but I know stick to my stick.
Length is not always good or better in weapons.
Well, it's stabby.
Just because you can reach
It's
doesn't always mean it's the
stabby.
best.
Okay, I'm very short, so reach does benefit me a lot.
I saw a video where it was someone took a pole arm and they were charging at somebody with a katana, and the guy with the katana just sliced the pole arm up in bits and pieces as the guy was coming at him.
Oh, goodness.
It's like, oh, you've got a long weapon? Well, watch what I can do to your wooden stick. Slice, 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 slice. I do not know how I am going to get all of these little grape thingies onto this
You can do it.
without knocking them off. Because these are hard to push on. It's going to just be me knocking them off and picking them up off the ground and putting them back on for the next 20 minutes.
Okay, that was the little swirly bushes from the animal picnic. Those frustrated the heck out of me.
That's what I was talking about earlier when I was saying the tedious part. Like, Legos are great and fun, except when it gets to the tedious bits, and you're just like, why?
And there's been moments, honestly, while recording the videos of the builds, that the pieces I know are really tedious, that it would take up a good chunk of the video. I'm tempted to just pre-build them ahead of time, but part of what we enjoy doing is showing you guys how it builds up step by step. because the instructions aren't always the clearest.
Yeah, sometimes the instructions are, especially some of the older ones, the newer ones, they've got the little animations that kind of show you how the pieces are to go. But like when I was putting the car, the McLaren especially, there were pieces that it was like, okay, now this piece goes onto here, or this piece will be connected to here, but it won't show you how to connect that piece. So you've just kind of got to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Which
yeah.
can be a pain if by connecting it wrong, you accidentally knock 8 other pieces loose, and you've got to go back 7 steps in the instruction to figure out where that piece just came from. But I do enjoy most of it.
Yeah, the cars definitely have quite a few small, intricate little pieces.
They are quite fun to build.
So you have, you just finished the third one, right? It just hasn't been uploaded yet?
Yeah, we're hanging on to that video just a little while. Trying to do at least one a day for the time being. The burro's tail, or the donkey tail, is a tropical plant native to Mexico and Central America. So they called this the donkey's tail.
Interesting. I don't imagine the donkey's tail being all bunched up like that.
Donkeys do have, if I remember correctly, they do have quite a bunched up ball of fur on the end of their tail.
Okay.
Unlike horses, I think horses have more of like a smooth tail.
Well, horses have very long tails too. Do you remember at the cousins' wedding we went to? They had a donkey at the reception.
Did they?
Yeah.
I do not remember the donkey.
I've never ridden on a donkey though.
Donkey. I would not want to. I've ridden on horses and it's not for me.
Oh, they do move.
Uh-huh.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah, they
how
all
much
move
can you
individually.
open up?
You can open them up actually quite a bit.
You just prefer it being close. Sorry.
Well, the problem with opening them up is these pieces like to pop off rather easily.
My bad.
So, yeah. But
Okay.
it's nighttime, so everything will be all closed up, right?
But you guys know, hey, it does in fact open up, but
Yeah,
open at your own
We'll get
risk.
the pictures in the daylight and we'll open up everything, make it all look really nice.
Yes.
I'm going to leave you alone for a few minutes while you finish up this one, and I'm going to let our impatient dog outside so she stops whining at us.
Okay.
Come on, girl.
Oh. These definitely remind me of home. Actually, Arizona's cacti weren't this bright and vibrant. Growing up, I actually never really saw any succulents. It was mostly the swirl rose, the beryl, the old lady cacti, which are really fun ones. Or the old man, excuse me. But never really the succulents themselves. I feel like in recent years, they definitely have been becoming a lot more popular. So it could just be that more people are, for the lack of a better term, breeding them. But it's really, really nice to see. But 626 and I were talking last night about how each piece is so solid. So the sets in the past, he had a set from his childhood that was a shark that resembles the shark from the pirate ship build. But back then it was only made of 2 pieces. But now this set, it had, what, I want to say like 20 different pieces to the one, like 2-inch shark. Was insane. But it's really cool how solid these are. It makes them look a lot more lifelike. There we go. Get my little brown bits. There we go. I'm just doing the same piece, but it's having me do the same one 4 different times. So that's what I'm finishing up right now.
Alright, I am back. While you finish up that one, I am going to... Oh, this is the first one that doesn't have the same base plate as all of the other ones.
Ooh.
This one's a little bit different.
So this is the fun part. All of these pieces I just finished. It was 4 sets of them. But now we get to connect them to these little connectors to actually build up the cactus itself. Whee! Oh, am I silly? I should have looked at the photo.
So this is quite a unique piece. This looks like the 1/3 plates melded together almost. Because this is one solid piece. But it's got the little ridges. Which is interesting.
I feel like I'm being silly. Perfect example of I need to really be paying a little bit of attention to the images shown.
And I just found these. They're little like blasters. See that? It's like a little Lego gun. And this is going to be used in the last succulent. This one here.
That should have been for the alien attacking the what did we call it? The
space fighter.
Yes.
I hope there's an extra one of these so I can have it as a little prop. I really hope. Because you know how they like to put extras of the unique pieces. I really hope that's one they considered unique enough.
Oh.
Be my friend, Lego. Don't make me go and buy one of these sets just so I can have a bunch of those little guns.
And then I can get more succulents.
Let's say, probably just order those.
Oh.
Little blasters.
I am being silly. No, it's... Oh.
There you go.
I figured it out. It has to be on the edge of all of them. And you use big brain.
Sometimes you just gotta look at it from a different angle.
Squish. Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Platform.
And they all fell apart.
Oh, no.
It's fine. It just means I get to do it again.
Sure. That's a great way to look at it.
I want to try it in corner.
It's exactly how I was feeling with the McLaren when I had it. I had that thing 3/4 of the way built, and I went to go snap a piece on, and I swear I had to go back at least 15 steps to get back to where I needed to be. And I was recording, and I was like, what do I do? We just got to do it.
And then, of course, we're making our videos family friendly. So we have to be very careful not to use our frustrated language.
A little behind the scenes for you.
No.
Don't do it, cacti. Be a fun guy, not a cacti. I don't know.
No, that was really
I tried.
Great. That was great.
You know what piece there are plenty of extras of in this set, which I can't wait to use, are these little ones that look like little eggs. And we can put these in your little spring Easter set.
Yes, we can hide them.
Yes.
Oh, finally. this piece was tricky. I'm sure you guys won't have as much difficulty as I seem to, but whew, that was a little rough.
Everything is twice as hard when you do it in front of a camera, if not harder.
Yeah, but I'm not super shy right now. Like, I'm feeling comfortable.
No, you're doing great.
But thank you. That was frustrating as heck. But it makes sense because it created those little ridges in the cacti.
I'm getting more
Cactus.
Lego Technic looking pieces.
Ooh, those look like they could be like limbs.
Yeah, some kind of gear wheel.
This cactus spins. Ready? Ready? I hope it doesn't fall apart. I would cry. Spinny. Wee.
But then as you put all these little pegs in, which makes it so they can no longer move. And is very hard when you have
what is that?
big fingers. This looks like it's probably going to be the main stem.
Wait, are you doing the next one?
Yes, so hurry up and finish yours.
We were gonna do that one together.
We are.
Are we?
Oh, there's still a lot of pieces left to this one.
Okay. Because this one is taking me a hot minute. Oh, this creates the little ball. It's like the dog again.
Yeah, she's just
Finger booting.
wandering around because we're on the camera. She thinks that we're talking to somebody. She's looking around for the stranger.
There's the human.
There is no other human here, Maddie.
Ow, 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 ow. Fun fact, don't be pushing those little tan pieces all the way up. They gotta be flush with the tip. Oh, and it's slightly painful coming up. Okay, that'll be fine. It'll be all fine. Any hoozles?
Sad to report there is no extra blaster.
Dang it. Oh no! Well, that's fine. If you want, we can just steal the one out this one. I mean, how much will it affect it if one of them goes missing?
It's fine. They have that site that I was telling you about where they sell individual little brick pieces. It's like eBay for Legos.
Do you remember the name of it?
I'm sure I could just Google it, to be honest with you. And the only thing is when I was looking at it, most of the little shops had minimum requirements. So the one I was looking at had a $10 minimum requirement, and they had quite a few of the pieces that I'd be interested in, but it's just finding the pieces that you need and trying not to just compulsively buy a bunch of random pieces. I want to get the idea for a bunch of projects, get a piece list in my brain, and order all the pieces and get a bunch of different custom builds going at the same time.
Now, what you can do, because you know that's one of the pieces you want,
on my list.
You should write it down. And also, the books have the piece number. So just write down the number right next to it. That way, when it's time, you don't have to go searching.
That would be assuming the website also uses the piece number that Lego uses. Because I think what they were, when I was searching the pieces on this particular site, they didn't use the numbers like Lego uses. They used like a description of the piece itself.
Okay. Well, like for example, you and I describe Lego pieces different ways.
That's the problem, is you kind of have to just go off of what they describe it. So I had just basically been spending the time just looking around at the website,
Okay.
checking out all their different stuff. Oh, I see. I need 12 of those.
Ooh, okay. I'm on to pink. I just gotta find all of my little pieces.
1, 2 pieces.
So we have the 1x4 by corner, and then a little 2-piece. 2-piece. Sorry.
So I need to make 6 of these. Oh, actually, I need 12 of these as well then. That goes there. Oh, I see. With this in the middle. So a lot of these that I only grabbed 6 of, I actually need 12 of. I was wondering. This one's a bit repetitive with the putting it together, but I think it's going to look so nice compared to the other ones.
I'm also excited about this one. That one does definitely look drastically different from the rest of them.
Yes,
Ooh.
It's very beautiful. I will pre-assemble all of these pieces and then I will let you do the finishing, putting it together.
Ooh, okay.
And we'll probably be done about the same time.
I'm assuming that piece would go right onto the little red pieces.
That's what it looks like? Yeah, the little green thing.
Yeah, so would the black things have to move down just slightly?
So those black things are not hinged. They do not move.
Okay, so it's...
So it'll just be wherever they have them. It looks like the ones that might be hinged, they have some in the middle, and then they have a middle flower. The middle ones might be hinged.
Okay. So these, I'm excited
Considering
about...
everything else is openable. Sorry.
The little orange flowers are gonna go on them, and I'm gonna alternate it so that they're not like side by side by side. I have a little cream oh, not flowers, pegs. Oh no, I have a cream flower too. Where is he gonna go?
Was it an extra?
I don't remember any of my other ones having that piece.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a fun little bonus.
Let me see it. What do you mean by green flower?
It's a green flower piece.
Ooh, I like these pieces. So if we ever have a bunch of these on the Lego wall when you go there, that would be one of the ones, but this would definitely be added to my wanting.
Okay.
I actually have a couple in this set
So
that were extras.
it's really funny because and which one?
It went right here.
Ooh,
And
that makes sense.
That was yours. But mine, I don't even remember at this point where mine was. Maybe on this guy?
But it's really nice because right now, we've been doing a lot of spring builds that have been having a bunch of them too.
Yeah, getting us in the mood for our own garden.
Yes, which weather has been very, very, very crazy here because we had one week it was freezing and it snowed in March, and then the next it was sunny and like 70 degrees, and then it got rainy and just miserable, and it can't make up its mind.
Yeah, it can be quite temperamental here with the weather.
But the winters aren't as bad as they could be, so I'm thankful.
That's very true.
Like we got during winter time we got snow twice, but then springtime we've gotten snow also twice.
Alright, now we're working on the center stem for this one.
I need 8 of these. Ha ha ha. I'm only halfway there.
Oh my.
It's fine.
And then this one goes, oops. This one goes in the middle to kind of hold them all together.
You know, I'm surprised that in Toy Story they didn't have any like little cactus toys with Woody being a little cowboy.
Yeah.
Would be fitting.
A spiky plushie
Yeah.
who looks spiky but he's really soft.
He's like the friendliest toy too.
Yeah.
Example of don't judge a book by its cover.
Right. He'll be all like tattooed and grizzled and spiky and mean looking, but he's really soft and nice.
I feel like that's a good description of a couple of the characters out of Tangled in the tavern where all the bad guys,
Yeah.
quote unquote, bad guys go into song about their dreams and it's hysterical.
To be fair, they are maiming some of the local tavern people and maiming each other while singing songs about violence, while also singing songs about their dreams. So, yes, I think it just goes to show that even though, like, the baddies in all of the movies, you know, they're also characters who have their own hopes and dreams, and they're not just cannon fodder for the heroes to cut through. Would be my take on that.
Yeah, like they're still individuals with their own ideals and own dreams.
Oh, so.
You know, I'm gonna just keep my little Shrining cup. 626 has been using these white Shrining cups. Honestly, we had found them at Walmart. It was supposed to be a stationery set that was going out. And it ended up being perfect for his running Legos into.
So this little thing that opens up is actually for the pegs that hold them together. If you don't want them to be held together, you can store the pegs inside of here, and that way they still remain part of the set.
Cue the TikTok sound no one has to know, but obviously all of you guys will
and
know.
And also they have it in
great.
the back of the final book. So I think it was just like a, hey, in case you're wondering what this is for.
Yes, most definitely it was. Ooh, most definitely was wondering what was going on with that. Okay, time to add the flowers. Do you really want to stick those on? You can stick them on. Go ahead, I know my cactus is being tedious. I think this one is my favorite of the set so far, aside from that one that he did. I'm really liking.
I think the one that you're working on now, from the very beginning I knew was going to be my favorite because it is very, very similar to one that we have already. Ours is just a different color, and the bottom cacti is a different cacti, but it looks very, very similar. In fact, we're going to put it side by side with what we have for the photo shoot.
So I think the base is the same, only since we propagated from the top, the base of it isn't doing as well. But the one I have is almost opposite color from this. It's a yellow bulb, and when it does bloom, it blooms pink flowers, and it's really, really gorgeous. Okay, now that we got 8 of those done. Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh, man, I didn't watch how you put it on. Darn it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'll let you snap the last one into place. It's a little bit of a pain in the booty, but oopsie.
It's okay.
I knocked a. I've got big fingers. It makes it difficult to do little things.
I got little fingers, and it's still hard doing little things.
Well, there goes that excuse.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Like, yeah, it's Lego is made for smaller hands, but oops.
Do you have any of these red pegs with yours?
They're still in my thing.
So put one on this side, and then just snap it in between these two.
Oh, hang on.
And then that will be finished.
I
So many extra pieces. Unfortunately, you know which one we did get as an extra piece?
Keep you?
This lovely pink flower that went on top of this cacti. And you know where I'm going to put it?
Hang on. Give me a moment. Can you help me bring that, like,
Sure.
up?
I'm going to put it right here.
Oh, I love that.
I don't care if it doesn't go
Beautiful.
there. What are we doing now?
I need it flush. I need the damn thing flush.
I see. Is it because it's pushed too far in?
Yeah, I accidentally pushed it back while I was doing this.
No problem. I think.
Do we want an orange flower on that one?
Sure. Now, are these supposed to be? Oh, they are offset. Okay, so you would do the second one here. Ooh, yeah, I like these orange flowers. Here, you can do that. Let me see that orange flower.
I have a few extra. Thank you for helping.
How about we put the orange flower on this one to give it some more cooler? I've also got a little yellow flower.
I like the whole build of this. Oh, what we could do too, the flowers can go in the little green
You know
portions.
what? We totally can do that, actually. That would probably look better, wouldn't it?
I like it both ways. This is why it's really great building with buddies. Like Lego 1, they've been really expressing how Lego isn't just for kids, it's for all ages. So definitely something to enjoy. But sometimes it's just better with a good friend. Ooh, well, I did not pay attention, and I have enough of these things to put together still. I've done so many, that's easy peasy. Lift them.
Between the two of our sets, this one came with quite a few extra flowers to decorate with. So I've gone ahead and put those flowers on here.
Oh, I love that.
Just because this one is already easy enough to move.
Did we not get pink flowers in this set aside from those other designs?
No?
Oh, interesting.
I guess not. Well, I mean, this one is... No, that's orange. We got orange, yellow, and green.
Okay. So, I need one more. Oh, good. I have one last orange one. That was perfection. Ready? Oh, please don't fall apart. Yes! Okay. It's pretty cool, pretty cool.
You just got your top.
Yeah, so it's gonna be this.
Ah, the green peg is to hold it in, I see. Or like a spacer, maybe?
Well, this should be... Oh, no. I'm silly again. Hang on.
Goes on the other spot.
So see how that has a little knobby?
I do. Do you need this anymore?
Near.
So you've
No,
got
I shouldn't.
a last little fact here. The moon cactus glows red because it lacks chlorophyll and must be grafted onto other cacti for it to grow.
That came out really cool. If we had some kind of spell, it can act like a tea kettle with a different set. Whee!
Go ahead and pop it in here.
And when you need a red peg, right?
Yeah, it does need a red peg.
And which side?
So spin it around. Go ahead and put it in this one here.
Left or right?
The right one.
Not that peg, apparently.
Let me see it.
Should be the same, yeah?
It is this one, so it's gotta really go in.
Oh, I gotcha. I didn't struggle with the rest. Okay.
Turn it around. 90 degrees. Yeah.
Oh, because that will...
Yeah, you plug yours in.
Oh, no?
Does it need to go in the other side?
Like that.
Yeah, okay.
Wait. I'm causing trouble again. Okay, yeah, that little thing.
These aren't going to stay together. I think we're going to spread them out throughout our own cacti garden, but just for display purposes.
Ta-da!
Here we go. And that is the Botanical Collection Succulents garden, built by 626 and Andi. We thank you guys for watching, and we hope to see you next time. Bye!